And welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Our starting lineups will look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. So Philadelphia will get the first possession. Now here's Iverson. High post try. It's blocked. Down low. Pass to Chamberlain. And here's Irving. Backs him down. Left side Irving. Fades. That is good. So it's Utah now. Now here's Stockton. Outside Maravich. Back to Stockton. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Maravich. Stripped it away. And they're on the break. Here is Cunningham, and he jams it with authority. Stockton with it. Malone outside. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. He's against Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. The fadeaway. Malone can't hit. On defense, the Jazz. 4-point game. There's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Now, here is Maravich. Pass to Stockton. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Now Maravich. Clock at 6. Back to Stockton. From past the arc. It's Cunningham with the rebound.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Here's Cheeks. There's a screen. Pass to Irving. A 3-ball. And it's Stockton with the rebound. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Gives him the lead pass. And stolen by Chamberlain. Now here's Iverson. Outside Irving. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
Utah with the ball. Searching for their first points of the game. Back to Stockton. Six to shoot. Out to Maravich. To stop the drought. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy counts. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Here's Cheeks. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Stolen by Stockton. Maravich. Good.
That finish brings me back to the old days. The silky smooth finger roll.
Pass to Iverson. An easy 2 points on the layup. Utah trailing here. And here's Stockton. Dantley. 6 on the shot clock. Maravich left side. Shoots a fader. Shot is no good. Here's Cheeks. Pass to Iverson. And that one's good.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Here's Stockton. Stockton right side. Stockton right side. Pass to Malone. Eaton. And he's on the money with his first shot today. The 76ers lead. Now here's Iverson. Outside Irving. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Iverson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Cheeks. Fires the three, and that is good.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
And the Jazz call time here. Now Stockton looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Malone. Dantley. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Here's Cheeks. Pass to Iverson. Here's Irving. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 6. Baseline try. They get it back. And stolen by Malone. Outside Maravich. Stockton. They set the pick. Stockton left side. He used that pick just right. And here comes Iverson. Pass to Cheeks. Stolen. Stockton outside. Maravich with it. From deep. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Here's Cheeks. Pass to Irving. Now Iverson. Back to Irving. Another miss by Philadelphia.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Now here's Stockton. With the fadeaway. Again, the Jazz score. 76ers trailing. And the 76ers call time here. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Here is Hawkins. Pass to Collins. Here's McGinnis. Now here's Iguodala. Shot to end this cold run. Iguodala. No good.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Back to Hornacek. Here is Hayward. Here is Hayward. Clock at 6. Griffin. It's hauled in by McGinnis.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Now here's Iguodala. Simmons. Pass to Hawkins. Here's McGinnis. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Utah trailing here. Now, here is Hornacek. Here's Gobert. Here's Kirilenko. 6 to shoot. Puts up a three from beyond the arc and then some. Now here's Iguodala. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Simmons. They set the screen. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Hawkins. Shoots. Can't get it to go. Griffin. Here is Hayward. Outside Kirilenko. To the inside. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Simmons. Pass to Hawkins. Collins. 5 on the clock. Puts the lead pass in front of him. The shot's good from McGinnis.
You know, there's no fear out of him, guys. I mean, going straight to the hoop against a much bigger defender, he's got a lot of heart.
Here is Hayward. Here is Hayward. Pass to Hornacek. Taken away. Iguodala, right side. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's McGinnis. Here's Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Collins. And that one's good.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Griffin. Can't get it to go. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. 76ers on. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far? Now, here is Hornacek. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's Gobert. Shot clock at 6. That's good. Now the 76ers with it. There's a good screen. Here's Simmons. Pass to Hawkins. And it's Kirilenko with the rebound. Here's Mitchell. Hornacek with it. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Now here's clock at 6. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. He has 5. Here's Simmons. Get that out of here. Now, here is Hornacek. Back to Hornacek. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Back to Kirilenko. Clock at 4. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Here's Collins, and that one's good. Utah leading. Now Hornacek. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Offline from the top of the key.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. They set the pick. Here's Stockton. Pass to Mitchell. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Stockton left side. Here's Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. Dantley. And blocked. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Outside Irving. Backs him down. Kicks it out to Iverson. Embiid. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It's his first trip to the line. And the first one drops. And it's tied up with that one. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Stockton outside. And it's good. Through contact, gets the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low bar.
The 76ers making the switch here. Free throw good, Stockton. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Irving. Outside Irving. Soft touch off the glass. And here's Stockton. He's got 7. Here's the screen. Here's Mitchell. Puts up a 3. Good! Here's Cheeks. The kick out to Irving. Iverson outside. Stolen by Mitchell. Here's the break. Malone tries to save it. Tries again. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
The Jazz making a switch here. Here's Iverson. Outside Irving. Right side Irving. Baseline jumper. Buries the jump shot. He's got 6. And here comes Stockton. Outside Maravich. They set the pick. Back to Stockton. Pass to Millsap. Cunningham's there. 6 to shoot. Millsap inside. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. The 76ers trail. Here's Cheeks. Kicks it out to Iverson. And here's Irving. Outside Irving. Here's Cunningham. And the layup's good off the glass.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
And it's blocked. Here's Cheeks. And it's all evened up. Utah calls timeout. And the 76ers making a change here. And here's Maravich. He has 5. Pass to Maravich. And here's Stockton. 6 on the shot clock. There's the bucket. Good. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Philadelphia. Iverson outside. Back to Chamberlain. Pass to Irving. Here is Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Iverson. A step back shot here. Iverson right side. Now here's Stockton. He's got 9. Stockton left side. Now Maravich. Outside Millsap. Pass to Stockton. Stockton right side. Again, the Jazz score.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
They double him with Stockton. Now, here's Chamberlain. Shoots from the baseline. That's good. Maravich with it. He has 5. There's the pick. It's stolen. Now Iverson. Back to Chamberlain. Pass to Iverson. Here's Cheeks. Clock at 6. And here's Irving. 6 points for him. That's good.
And you know, at the end of the day, Steve, you just have to respect his overall defensive acumen. I mean, it's not just one thing he does well at that end. He knows how to guard from A to Z.
He used that pick to get in close. He's got 13.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Timeout called the 76ers. Here is Cunningham. Pass to Iverson. Irving with the ball. Here's Cheeks. Shot clock at 5. There's the triple. And the 76ers get it back. Cunningham. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. He's got 6. Maravich with it. He's got 5. There's the screen with the lead pass. Stockton with it. Outside, Maravich. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
They've got the opportunity to get the lead back.
And they've been waiting for this chance all game long.
Here's Cheeks. Pass to Irving. To the paint. Utah trailing here. Now, here is Maravich. Now Stockton. And stolen by Iverson. And they're pushing it up. Pass to Irving. And here's Chamberlain. Millsap's there from 6 feet. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Dantley. Outside, Maravich. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Iverson. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. He's got 6.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
There's the pick. Up top, Maravich. 5 to shoot. Stockton outside. To stop the run. Stockton left side. The 76ers lead it. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam. Dantley. Outside, Maravich. 6 to shoot. Here's Cheeks. Pass to Iverson. Here is Cunningham. Here is Cunningham. He's got 10. Iverson outside. Pulls up. High post. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
And we've reached halftime in this one. 76ers on. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. John Stockton really has his fingerprints all over this one. And the Jazz with possession here, trailing by 10. Pass to Malone. Now, here is Maravich. It's hauled in by Allen Iverson. Throws it up high. And here comes Stockton. Dantley. That's good.
He really made that mismatch pay off. A defender giving up that much size isn't going to be able to put up much resistance near the basket.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute play here. Pass to Cheeks. Back to Iverson. Just 5 on the clock. Into Wilt Chamberlain. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
Stockton with it. He's got 13. Now, here is Maravich. Malone with it. Outside, Maravich. Just 4 to shoot. And Utah again with the bucket. And here are the 76ers now. There's a good screen. Pass to Iverson. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Cheeks. Back to Iverson. 6 on the shot clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 10.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Back to Stockton. And here's Maravich. Now Maravich. 7 points in the game. Three-pointer. That's good.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Here's Cheeks. Pass to Iverson. Here's Cheeks. Now Irving. And that one's good. 10 points for him.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
And here's Stockton. 13 points in the game. And the Jazz call time here. Pass to Maravich. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. They get a hand on it. Here's Cheeks. second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Back to Irving. Cheeks. Shot clock at 5. Here's Iverson. Malone with the rebound.
4 for 5 so far. That's their first miss of the second half.
Now here's Stockton. Back to Malone. Can't get it to fall.
Boy, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Iverson outside. They set the pick. Outside Irving. Back to Iverson. Floats one up. And the layup is good. 12 points for him.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
Pass to Mirovic. The stupendous finish in traffic.
And Steve, some of the best highlights you're ever going to see are going to come from this guy. Every time he steps on the court, there's a chance he'll perform the dunk of the season.
Irving with the ball. He's got 10. Here's Cheeks. Outside Irving. Fires from 14. They get it again. Pass to Cunningham. Malone on him. Second shot opportunity. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Here comes Stockton. He's got 13. Dantley. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. And Philadelphia has possession. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here is Hawkins. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Embiid. And he drops it in from the low post. Here's Mitchell. Here's Gobert. Backing down. Pass to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. That's blocked. And he's able to get it back.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Here's Simmons. Embiid. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. And the Jazz making a change here. Stolen by Kirilenko. Fast break, here they come. Here is Hayward. Here's Simmons. Pass to Hawkins. And here is Iguodala. Clock at 6. Griffin. Pass to Mitchell. No good. The shot by Kirilenko, no good.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
McGinnis banked in off the glass. He's got 6. Here's Mitchell. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far. D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Now here's Iguodala. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Simmons. Back to Iguodala. 6 to shoot. And that one's good.
You know, down there in the low post is where you really want to create a lot of your offense.
Here's Mitchell. Here's Gobert. Pass to Mitchell. Hayward. Here's Mitchell.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Simmons, there's the screen, and it's rejected. Right side, Kirilenko. Pass to Mitchell, expanding his range, and Philadelphia grabs the miss.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Count that one. And here's Utah. Here's Gobert. The layup off target.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Stolen by Mitchell. Back to Kirilenko. Griffin. 6 on the shot clock. Offline from the high post. Now the 76ers with it. They lead by 11. Here's Simmons to the middle. Kirilenko with the double team. Iguodala outside. Good. He has 6.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Mitchell. They set the pick. Here is Hayward. Pass to Mitchell to end the drought. And he gets the bucket. So it's Philadelphia now. It's a 10-point game. Timeout called the 76ers. The 76ers making a switch here. Pass to Hawkins. Collins. McGinnis. Here is Hawkins. 5 to shoot. McGinnis. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. They can shave the deficit to single digits right here. Here is Hayward. Back to Hornacek. Pass to Kirilenko. Back to Hornacek. Shot clock at 6. Fires it up. Offensive rebound. Here's Gobert. And he's covered by Dawkins. Second chance shot. It's hauled in by McGinnis. Can't hit. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. 76ers. And the final period of play just about to start. Here's Collins. Pass to Hawkins. Here's Collins. Here's McGinnis. And he gets it to go.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Up top, Hornacek. Here's Gobert. Millsap. A follow-up flush. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
That is not a difficult pass. You'd think they could keep it in bounds.
And the Jazz making a change here. The Jazz on offense. Here is Hayward. Griffin. Good on the shot, and that change the lead to single digits. The 76ers lead. Here's Collins. Pass to Hawkins. There's the pick. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here's Kirilenko. No good from the wing. That's good.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Right. Here's Gobert. Inside. Now, here is Hornacek. Off target at the rim. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Iguodala, right side. Connects from three-point range. Pass to Hornacek. Jeff Hornacek on the wing. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
The 76ers making a switch here. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Collins. Outside Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Cheeks. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Well, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Stockton with it. Leaps for it. Stolen. Here's Collins. Pass to McGinnis. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. The 76ers making a switch here. Now Stockton. Outside, Maravich. Stockton, left side. Dantley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stockton, left side. Launches a three. And it's good.
The defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Here's Cheeks. And it's the 76ers with the ball. And here is Iverson. Iverson, right side. Sweet little floater.
That's a precision shot. You've got to be precise. No room for error on the floater.
Now here's Stockton. Pass to Maravich. Goes up. Connects. The jumper drops.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
Here's Iverson. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Hammers the alley-oop through. On offense, here are the Jazz. Maravich with it. Pass to Kirilenko. Left side, Kirilenko. Back to Stockton. Now Kirilenko. Stolen away. Here's Irving. Maravich defending. Now Irving. Fader on the way. That one wide left. Maravich left side. And again, it's Utah.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Now Iverson. Here's Cheeks. Pass to Cunningham. All alone. Count the bucket.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
On offense, here are the Jazz. Trailing by 10. Stockton outside. Now, here is Maravich. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
Here's Cheeks. Pass to Iverson. Clock at 6. Iverson left side. That is good.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Stockton with it. Here's the screen. Blocked. And here is Iverson. Allen Iverson on the wing. Iverson right side. Dawkins. Pass to Cheeks. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Now here's Stockton. Outside Kirilenko. Pass to Maravich. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And Philadelphia has possession. Leading by 12. They double him with Stockton. Here's Cheeks. Outside Irving. Here's Cunningham. Rebounded by the Jazz. Maravich with it. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
They set the screen. And Dawkins pulls it down. Pass to Irving. Here's Cheeks. Allen Iverson on the wing. Iverson right side. Dawkins. Here's Irving. He squares up and sinks it.
The three-point shot has been a real weapon for them in the second half.
Now Maravich. Utah calls timeout.
Going over with his team.
The 76ers making a switch here. 76ers on defense. Pass to Stockton. It's on target from the high post. Here's Cheeks. Outside Irving. Here's Cheeks. 6 on the shot clock. Cunningham. Pass to Irving. Takes the three. Another three for Philadelphia.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Outside Maravich. Malone. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And I'll tell you one more thing about him, Steve. He sets a screen maybe better than anybody. And if he rolls off of it, he gets the ball and gets a clean look. It's automatic.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both. Iverson outside. And it's Stockton with the rebound. Outside Maravich. There's a screen. Pass to Irving. Iverson outside. 6 to shoot. Iverson left side. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Here's Stockton. Now, here is Maravich. Pass to Malone. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Here's Hayward. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Here's Simmons. Pass to Collins. Simmons. Puts it up from 7. The shot is off.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Griffin. Nails it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And now we've got the intentional foul. Poked loose. Stolen by Stockton. Count! And he has brought them to within 2 points. And he commits the intentional foul. That's the first net. Second one is good. And both at the line.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
And the Jazz call time here. What's your take, guys? Stockton left side. Maravich sinks it. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1. Timeout called the 76ers. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one. And so both free throws are good.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
Utah calls time. For the tie. Oh, we had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come out empty-handed. So it's the 76. Allen Iverson.